times. Action.
Welcome to the Allie and Odds podcast. Episode
It's been
22.
a minute.
It has been since October
Let me see.
something. It is the full...
Monty. Did you see that? It's coming back on TV.
It is?
Yeah. With celebrities.
Ooh, no thanks. We already talked about that one episode, right?
Full Monties?
That game show in the UK.
I've been full Montying people with my hip scar.
Welcome back. I know we kind of did a little
Hiatus.
hip venture.
Hiatus.
A hip venture last time. Just as a reminder, you can subscribe to us at YouTube at Allie and Odds. And I was going to say, tell your family and friends over the next holiday season to watch Allie and Odds.
Yeah.
You could even watch it as a family. And I made this note that you could turn it into a drinking game. Whether you're drinking water or soda or alcohol, you will be hydrated, caffeinated, or buzzed every time we say a swear word or something you want to grasp your pearls about.
Okay.
You think?
Yeah, that would be fun.
Yeah. So do that. Start at episode 22 and work your way back.
My hip's tingling right now.
Uh-oh. Do you need to take a break?
No.
Are you sure? Don't push it for the sake of the podcast.
No. It just does that every so often. I think it's letting me know it's waking up.
Oh, I hope so. Can I tell you about something?
Yes, please.
There was a murder in my neighborhood today. I looked out the window.
You're the murderer.
I'm not the murderer. I don't know what happened. It was a murder or foul play. No pun intended. So I looked out the window today and there's
Did you see it happening?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I look out the window and out of nowhere there is a giant wild turkey dead.
You're going to post it on the Insta? Or
I don't think so because it's death and murder.
Okay.
So I don't know if his friends pecked him, somebody shot him, or he had a heart attack.
I don't want to be pecked by my friends.
Could you imagine if we pecked each other? Hey, what's up?
Does that happen? Did you look it up?
No, I didn't. I don't know.
I love looking shit like that.
I don't know how, but he's a giant ass turkey.
I'm going to Google,
And I think when you
kill
said,
each other?
I think when you said that's your Thanksgiving dinner, it was a little too soon.
I said circle of life.
No, but I don't know what happened. And he's a big dude, a poor little guy.
Right here. Yes, turkeys can kill each other, especially during breeding season.
Is it breeding season?
Turkeys fight to establish pecking order and can be aggressive, especially in the spring. They may flail their wings, jump onto each other's head,
What about in the
peck,
fall?
or wrestle. While fights aren't usually fatal, the defeated birds can be badly injured. Cannibalisms.
Well,
Turkeys can become cannibalistic.
Well, there wasn't other turkeys around him, but I did see other turkeys there earlier today. So he didn't make it out of the pack. And he's a big motherfucking turkey. So, anyways, lock your doors because there's turkeys out there. My question is, if you saw that in your yard, what do you do with it? What do you do? Do you clean it up? Do you just let
I would call the people, the city, and they would come. It's kind of like a roadkill, you know, when you call and they have someone come and dispose of it.
the body?
Yeah. It
The
says right here,
evidence?
one more thing. Typically, hunters... Hunters typically find spur wounds on gobblers taken during spring. However, prolonged battles and death from fighting can occur. This could be a battle that started a long time ago.
It's a fight club. It's a fight
It's a
club.
turkey beef.
It's a turkey fight club.
A turkey, not
And
a
somebody
turkey beef.
fought to the death. Unlike the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul. Was that who did it? Jake Paul or Logan Paul?
I watched that. I wasted my time and stayed up for that mess.
I didn't watch any of it, but I did see some of the stuff after the fact, and I'm like, I think Mike Tyson... No, do it. I think Mike Tyson did it just as a money grab, really.
Yeah, I feel like he seemed old, but I really actually wanted him to kick Jake Paul's ass.
Right? I think everybody did. So, anyways, watch your neighborhood for turkeys.
Oh, 'tis the season.
Tis the season.
But I say full circle. If you're looking for turkeys, are expensive. Groceries are expensive now.
I'm not eating a turkey now that it's been in the grass all day. I guess I don't know
If
how
you
long
cook
they're...
it or deep fry it, and then you
I'm not going to pluck the feathers off it. That's scary. So anyways, speaking of scary and gross, I'll talk because I know you don't have a lot on your list. I'm just going to check things off the list. Last weekend and this week, because John was traveling, watched Grotesquerie
on
Netflix.
The Kelsey.
No.
Yes,
oh, yeah, he is in it. Yeah.
Yes,
I was like, no, it's a Ryan Murphy show.
Is it good?
Is it good? It's Ryan Murphy. If you like Ryan Murphy stuff, I would say...
American Horror Story, I am a fan of.
I would say then you'd probably like it. There are a few twists. Don't look it up, but I did. Because it was my anxiety.
In true Menlo fashion.
It's my anxiety working, so I had to.
I gotta figure out this light thing.
I am not sure how I feel about it. However...
So you don't even know if you liked it or not?
I didn't like the ending. I can't talk too much about it because I can't give it away. Okay. It is very gory.
Is it grotesque?
It's very grotesquerie.
Did you see what I did there? Like
yeah.
You did, but
I don't even know.
Foul.
I didn't even know how to say grotesquerie until I heard
Niecy
Nash. Niecy Nash was in it too. And then I'm watching it, and you know how like you see things about the priest that's in it?
Okay.
I'm like, God, he looks really familiar.
Who was it?
He was one of the guys who played in the Menendez movie on Netflix.
One of the brothers?
Yes. The older one.
I don't know which one was older. The meaner one or the nicer one?
Well, I mean, in theory, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meaner one.
Okay.
So anyways, everybody's like
one?
infatuated with him. And I'm like, God, he looks familiar. And that's where I'm like, literally, I wrote, like, the priest also played in the Netflix show. And then the other thing that I thought was interesting is, are you familiar with people within the Catholic religion that are, I don't want to say extremists because I don't know enough about it, but they're called Opus Dei?
No idea.
So it's
I'm a Catholic, or was.
And you don't know about them?
No.
So you see this in the show. The priest actually observed some of the beliefs of what the Opus Dei Catholics do, which is
are they
self-mutation to some extent. Where like there's a couple scenes in the show where he has like a whip that has like spurs at the end, and he lays it on his bed and like he hits himself with it to kind of feel like the pain and suffering that Jesus did. And so they take a vow of poverty. They take like...
Is this in a certain area or is
no,
this
it's all
their
over.
fall? Okay.
Yeah.
They don't.
Actually, where John used to work in St. Paul, they had some people that practiced Opus Dei.
I know what you're talking about.
They're very... they stay celibate, and then they also sometimes you'll see people they like
men and women.
I think it's mainly men, but I don't know for sure. I shouldn't say. I don't know enough. But like one of their signature things that they do is they wear like a barbed wire bracelet almost around their thigh, just kind of like the thrones that Jesus would have wore on the cross. So, anyways, you see a little bit of that in there.
I've never heard of this before.
You haven't?
No.
You're going to go down a rabbit hole with Opus Dei.
If it shows up on my TikTok, you're in trouble.
Opus Dei Catholics. So there you go. So you'll see some stuff. And here's the thing that I thought. They didn't have any trigger warnings for any of it. And they should. Like any type of trauma that you could have experienced in your life, they talk about it or show it in this show.
The new show, we're watching Landman. It's really good if you haven't watched it on Paramount Plus with Billy Bob. It says like smoking and like rugged language or something weird. Okay?
Like a cowboy.
I have not watched that, so I don't want to watch that. It doesn't sound interesting to me.
The grotesque?
Yeah. I don't care about it.
I thought everybody did. I mean, everybody played a great role.
Well, and Ryan Murphy's stuff is weird.
It is weird.
And you kind of, I think, know it in a pretty quick moment whether you're gonna like it or not. There's not a like...
I really, really, really liked the first 5 episodes. I was like all in.
Okay.
By episode 6, I'm like, this is dragging on a little bit, and it got a little weird. Episode 7, I'm like, oh, okay, this is fucked up. Like, what? And then 8, 9, and 10, I'm like, we didn't really need these.
Well, because he's done a couple of... Kevin is not a fan of any, really, of his stuff. American Horror Stories, and then they did the, like, stories where it was, like, each episode was different.
Yeah.
And then he's done a couple of the, like, the Swans. That was really good. I really liked that. So he's done a couple. The
Capote Swans?
The Capote and his
Wait, that was Ryan Murphy too?
Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Who's the guy that played him? I really liked...
Capote?
Yeah.
The little guy.
Yeah, I can't
I don't know
remember
his name, but he
It's
did a
so
great
good.
job. Yeah.
He was almost like him because I looked at videos
Yes,
afterwards.
the same, and his voice and stuff too.
Do you want to sit down, honey?
No, I don't know what I want to do.
Okay.
That's fine.
What do you got? Anything? Because I have a couple more things, but I don't have to.
I do have something about a diet.
Can you contribute to this?
Yeah. The booze and lose diet. Have you heard of it?
No, but tell me. I
You
actually
work
haven't
out
been drinking
and you drink
a lot.
red wine. That's
What?
all you do.
Well,
I saw this guy.
went
Yeah.
on a walk today and I'm drinking red wine.
He was talking about it, and his mother-in-law promised him if he helped her lose 100 pounds, she would take him and his wife or girlfriend, whatever it was, on a cruise. And so he did
Where?
this.
A
They
cruise
liked
where?
it. Wherever.
Okay.
And so they did, worked out, and she hit a plateau. And they both like to drink red wine, so they started drinking just a couple glasses of red wine. And then she started losing weight again. And then once she stopped, the weight stopped falling off. Yeah.
I think the Italians are onto something then, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I've been trying to walk. I haven't really been drinking a lot at one
I haven't either.
setting.
I've been taking drugs.
Easy
Not
now.
narcotics, just other drugs.
Just other prescribed drugs by my doctor. Yeah, because what I have found is my face starts itching after I drink certain things.
Did you look it up?
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm allergic. My body metabolizes alcohol different now as I've gotten older.
Or do you think
Sounds
sometimes
dumb.
that happens too? Like when you can become allergic or have an allergy to something, that it happens when you're absent of it for a while?
Maybe.
Like I remember my mom had a cat. We've talked about this.
Yeah.
And then when I left home
Yeah.
and went back home, I would always get like itchy
Reactive.
and weird when I would go back to her house.
Yeah. That makes
sense. Yeah, so I don't know. I wonder if there's something to be said about that.
Maybe. So anyways, I'm not really drinking a lot, but I did have red wine tonight for the first time in a long time, so maybe
I
you
didn't
need
try
to do that.
one, but
Do you want...
well, I don't want to try from your glass because you've been sick.
Oh, yeah,
and
that's right.
My hip doesn't need to be sick.
Okay, because we're so close. I feel better now.
Actually, can I talk a little bit about my hip?
Yeah,
couple
please.
things. I just had my...
You need to give some tips and tricks.
Okay, let's see. So
Do you need the snack conveyor belt?
No.
Okay.
No. 2 weeks post-op was on Tuesday. Today is Thursday.
It is Thursday.
And I will have to say this whole entire time, the most painful thing was when he ripped that bandage off of my incision. It was horrible.
Did they like wet it down or heat it
No,
up? Or
No. And it's like this long, folks. You saw.
Oh.
I showed everyone. My butt. Even my neighbor and a bunch of other people.
Do you
Do you want
regret?
to see it? And they're like, yes.
Do you regret showing
No.
your butt to so many people?
I
I
don't
got
care.
to see your X-ray too of your hip, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So
what would you say are your biggest tips? Do you need a lot of people around to support you?
yes.
Okay.
Try to not have very strict people.
Okay. We've talked about Kevin before. He is only out there to
He's
help
really
you.
a good caregiver. So I did have some blood pressure issues when I had it. I fainted a couple times afterwards. But honestly, like initially when I got into recovery, I had pain. It felt like the incision was on fire. And she gave me an
This
oxy.
incision's
And then I
on
really,
fire.
yeah, it was. It so was. I really didn't have any pain after that.
That's good.
Yeah. And you could feel like something was in there, which is really hard to
Do you still feel like
explain.
that?
Not as much as I did.
Because your brain's your body's like probably.
But remember I was telling you about how I read some people have like a disconnect because their body doesn't understand.
Yeah, that there's something
the
in there.
replacement
Yeah.
of the bone is with this titanium piece. Everyone was good at the place I went to. I stayed overnight. That was great. Everyone was nice. And they have you up and walking right away. Like, get up and get going.
At your age, we know a couple older people that didn't happen to.
Yeah, I think I would say not to be
Ageist.
correct. That definitely I couldn't imagine being 20 years older.
Yeah, and having something
And
like that.
having
then.
something like this, I feel like the difficulty would be, and I have heard from other people that have had like knees or shoulders, and they did say that the
Head, shoulders, knees and toes, hips, toes. Okay, yeah, sorry.
that they're harder to manage. I don't know why. I guess a hip, really, my only restriction at this point is bending over. Like
so you can't be showing, you can't be twerking for a while. You can't be showing your...
I do push it a little bit sometimes.
So if I really want to rub it in, I can do this.
That I cannot do. When I drop stuff, I'm like, well, there it goes. No bending over to tie your shoe, put your shoe on. I just have to kind of throw my pant leg down and like, get my foot in there.
I like it.
So the reachers for sure, that sock aid, the thing you thought you were putting your wiener in.
No,
and snacks to pull the snacks to you, that thing is amazing.
But do you need it? I just asked you if you need it.
Because
and you said no.
If you wouldn't be by yourself, or if you were by yourself, how would you get, my feet were cold, I'm like, I gotta get some socks on. How do you get socks on? Well, I can get one on my left foot.
You just throw a blanket on there and sit down.
No, it is. So it's pretty cool. That was good. The reacher is good. I didn't use the toilet seat. I used the back scratcher to comb Maverick's hair.
It's so long and luscious.
He looks great.
That back scratcher is going to be a gift that keeps on giving even after your hip heals.
I used my walker for several days. Kevin was out of town. The girls were here to help me, and Audrey came and rearranged my furniture and did all this stuff, and it was so nice. And Avery bought me a bike basket to put on my walker so that I could have my phone and everything.
So that is a helpful tip.
And it was lighted up when it moved.
Yeah.
So it was very cute.
It was a little
so you can just throw your stuff in there. That's a helpful thing. Yeah. And now I'm just trying to be as normal as possible.
And John told you that because you are usually an Olympic speed walker, now you have to try out for the Paralympics because you are GMO'd.
I'm modified.
You're genetically modified. So there you go.
Oh, wow. It's fine.
I am actually super happy. Like, I know this. I hope this sounds genuine. Like, I am so glad that your recovery has gone as well as it has because I couldn't even imagine if it didn't, how awful that would be.
I'm on that hip. I think I talked about that in our last episode that I was in that hip group.
Oh, wait a second.
Did you just cough on the wall?
No, we need to like repaint that. That's okay. Oh. It looks like somebody sponged it.
Oh, good job.
Who did that wall?
I don't know. And hats off to Audrey for coming over and rearranging my whole basement and doing everthing to help. Great. She hung all the brick on this wall.
Yeah, just slathered with the mortar.
Yeah. What was
your Facebook hip.
Oh yeah, they scare you. They scare you, and I feel like sometimes it's been helpful for some things, but I feel like I was telling Kevin there was some lady on there who she was like, I'm leaving this group because of all the negativity. Well, first of all, someone's first comment was, you don't announce you're leaving.
To her, she must be an only child.
She's
an only child.
Yes. So if you find it negative, just leave.
Right.
Like, whatever. It's full of.
You don't need to announce yourself.
Helpful, definitely, and all ages, all over the world. I think I told you that everywhere. So I mean, there are things on there, but yeah. So I go back to the doctor in a month. And
no bending, no twerking until
restrictions for 12 weeks, and then you're supposed to be back to normal.
So then you can continue your speed walking training.
I hope so.
Because you got to represent the U.S.
Yeah, I just want to be normal.
You are normal.
I just need to get exercising.
Yeah.
I've never been so jealous of people. And
walking.
Now it's snowing and gross, and that's horrible here.
It is snowing and gross. So awesome for you.
Slickery outside.
It's very slickery. So yeah, you need to put your winter tire shoes on so when you walk you're not slipping.
Like, my old neighbor, R.I.P., she's passed away, but she fell once in the winter time, and then she bought those ice picks that you put on your feet to like walk.
Yeah.
She thought they were the most amazing things because you just put them on your sole.
Yeah. Soul.
Not
just
your inside sole, your sole, your feet. Yeah. Yeah.
Praise be. Okay. Oh my God.
Praise be. Speaking of that, that's what I've been doing.
Am I supposed to look like that?
I think you're just red.
Is that a good refill?
Is
that a good refill? Should I be worried?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I have been watching Handmaid's Tale again, and I forget how much I love it.
Even watching it a second time?
I think when you're watching it, it is such a traumatic show to watch.
Initially.
There's a lot of...
It's kind of like grotesquerie.
Yeah, it's very traumatizing. It's not good.
But I'm so glad I'm watching it.
But I really enjoy now because I feel like I appreciate some of the stuff that I didn't absorb before.
Let's be honest, our world feels a little different now, so maybe you see things a little differently.
The other thing I learned while I was out too was about the Electoral College. I didn't really know, I'm not going to talk about politics, but I didn't really know how the Electoral College worked, and it was fascinating.
Yeah.
I think I should know that.
I don't know any of that.
Yeah.
I mean, government class, I remember my government teacher, but dumb.
Yeah, so I learned about that, so that was interesting.
Nice. Can I shift topics?
Yeah, please.
Again, congratulations on your new hip. Did you name her?
No, it just kind of clicked when I moved it like that.
Hillary? Uh-oh, is it supposed to
Hillary
click?
the hip? I don't know. I don't know if Hillary's the right name. I'm not going to be hobby horsing for a while. Sorry. What about Holly?
We'll do
Holly.
Holly the hip. Maybe we'll do hobby horsing in the spring.
Ugh, yeah, what if I fall though?
You
that
won't.
was getting really scary. That was getting really scary, everyone.
But by the time you're healed in the spring, you're not going to worry about getting hurt because all that will be over. This winter, you're going to really be concerned about it. And then by spring, you'll be like, oh yeah, this is nothing. I step in mud. I got this. Holly's got me.
Hey, Holly, way to go.
Hey, Hol. Okay, so we're coming up next week is a holiday.
See what we did there.
That's high five. We didn't even plan that. And I have also been baking a lot of cheesecakes lately because I'm trying to perfect a recipe. They just make me happy making these mini cheesecakes. So I have been experimenting with some different butter. Like, not just like Land O'Lakes butter, but butter from Finlandia or Kerrygold, or I bought some Dutch butter this last time. Did you get it
at Aldi? Because Aldi has their own version of Kerryland.
Kerrygold? No.
Oh, okay. I put them together. See what I did there?
Kerrylandia.
Yeah.
What I think I should do as a side gig is become a butter sommelier. I think every butter I've used looks very different. There's European butter. There's butter from Ireland.
Okay.
And I think everybody has a little bit different taste. And I know people were like, why the fuck are we talking about butter? Doesn't seem exciting. However, can I tell you some of the top butters in the world?
Oh, please
So if you're making anything next week for Thanksgiving or you're doing some baking
Kevin's doing
at Christmas time or the holiday time, we once went to a very nice restaurant here in our area called Baldemar, unsponsored, and I asked the guy, why is your butter board so good? He's like, you know what? Get the most expensive butter you can afford because it makes a difference. So here we go. There's a European butter that is always top notch, and a European butter.
What about making your own butter?
I haven't tried that.
Okay.
The Vermont Creamery is what Martha Stewart loves to use. So if you see some Vermont Creamery
if anyone hasn't watched
butter,
that yet.
Yeah, the Martha show's good. She's a boss.
Yeah.
She's a boss. And if she was a guy, people wouldn't call her a bitch. They'd just say she's like
That's
a tycoon.
Her business person. Yeah.
Ina Gardner uses
Kabat
butter.
Okay.
A lot of top chefs use that. But here's where I thought this was interesting. Okay. Are you ready for this?
I am 100%.
Don't tune out because this is where it gets real.
Get your butter on.
The best butter in the world, the highest quality of butter is called, I asked John because he took French in high school and he really knew the language. He didn't really know how to pronounce this, but...
He can sing the national anthem.
La Bear Bordier.
Okay.
From Brittany, France.
Okay.
Guess how much 4.4 ounces is of butter. So that would be
half a cup.
That, yeah, like one stick. Mm-hmm. How much do you think one stick of their butter costs? It's not like...
$50.
$25.
Oh, okay.
For one stick of butter.
Okay.
Which means that 1 pound is over $100. So you think about you go and you get that
like
pack.
Cube.
That pack of butter.
Yeah.
Would you spend $100 on it?
No.
If you had the opportunity and the means?
Sure, of course.
How good do you think that butter is?
Good. Did you ask the person we work with who's a cooker about any of this?
No, I should ask her about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to ask her. So anyways, the only reason I bring it up is because I have been trying new butters for my cheesecake
What's your
crust.
favorite butter so far?
I actually really like the Finlandia.
And where do you get that?
I don't
Regular
know, wherever.
grocery store? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Do they have it at the Costco or the...
I don't think so. Okay. But the Dutch butter was good too. That's the last one.
Is it called Dutch butter actually?
No, it's called butter from the Deutschland. Okay, there you go. I know, boring, but you know what? Try something different.
Well, 'tis the season. Let's bake.
Yeah, bake with really good butter. And then you don't have to worry about it.
What do you think about it?
Mavi really likes it.
He likes butter.
And then I have one more fun fact for you, and then I think we're probably at time, right?
Let me see. Getting there.
So, do you want a fun fact? If anybody ever offers you polar bear liver, if you're ever up with some of the folks that live indigenous in all parts of the northern part or southern part of the world,
Antarcticans,
you have to be really careful. Did you know this, that polar bear liver has enough vitamin A to kill up to 59 people, and the toxic dose is 18 ounces?
What?
So even if you have, 18 ounces, you're not going to eat 18 ounces of polar bear liver. But if you
cook it, does it still kill you? Okay. You can't cook it out?
Nope.
Okay.
And do you want to know how awful it is?
Why?
It kills your skin. So your skin starts to peel.
Okay.
You get psychosis. And you have vertigo terribly. So the other interesting thing is, other animals that have enough vitamin A in their liver to kill you is also bearded seals.
Okay.
Walruses. And husky dogs.
What?
So if anybody ever...
What if they're killing the dogs in the place and then they're going to die?
Well, now they don't eat the liver.
It's going to backfire.
Don't eat the liver. And they even said, even... The indigenous people that live there, they know you can't have a lot of this very frequently.
Why did you think about this?
I don't know. It popped up on social media and I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
People are trying some exotic things around the holidays and you're like, oh my God, I'm going to make polar bear tartare.
Aren't they extinct? You said that. You aren't eating a polar bear though.
Polar bear liver.
But no, because polar bears, you can't kill them. There's none of them left. There's 5 left on the earth.
I don't think...
Yes, they are!
I think there's more than 5.
They're not. Their land is melting.
Okay, well, where are people eating them then?
I don't know, but they're going to get in trouble.
Okay, fine then. Forget the polar bears. If somebody's
don't eat huskies.
Hey, found this
we got husky
turkey and husky in the neighborhood. Eat the turkey liver. Don't eat the husky liver.
Death will come to you.
And if you want to die with your skin peeling back, God, wouldn't that be a terrible serial killer? You first kill the dog, huskies, and then you feed it to people and watch them die? That's awful.
That's another show, Hannibal. I think it's on Hulu. There's a series like Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs. And it's Clarice.
Hey, Clarice.
It's
Anthony Edwards.
Michelson or whatever is the guy, and that's what he does. He kills people, and he prepares their organs and their innards, and he feeds it to people he knows. So if you like that kind of stuff,
if you're gonna do it, get the good butter.
Yeah, because it's really, really gonna be good.
Get the La Bear Bordier. Look at Bordier.
You said it on there appropriately, so you wouldn't say it wrong.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, do some liver and onions with some really good butter. Do you like liver?
Yes.
Really?
I used to eat that when I was a kid. My mom would make it for my dad, liver and onions. I do like that.
Really?
It's a texture thing, but yes, I do. I would eat it.
Oh. Mm-hmm. See, yeah. I can't do organ meat. I don't know. There's blood running through it and pumping. I guess I do eat meat. But I also lived with a grandma that would also say, oh, hey, this is hamburger.
No waste.
No,
she would make it.
Speaking of no waste, did you know I was going to talk about that?
No.
I'll save it for another time.
Okay.
Because we're getting close to time. No, my grandma would be like, oh, it's just hamburger.
Yeah.
No.
She tricked you.
It's bear meat or it's chicken soup.
Did I tell you about it's
turtle.
The one thing.
It's turtle soup. No,
at Kevin's
gross.
family.
What?
So we'd always go up there on the Sunday before Thanksgiving is when we usually would go up there. And They're like an hour or so up north, kind of by where you're from. And
Where
they always
they-
would make, everyone just brought stuff. And the one year there was a crock pot of stuff and everything was kind of labeled because there's a lot of people and whatever. And I don't know, it looked like beef or something in like gravy. So I was just like, meh. I just took it and I was like, whatever. And then later on, they're like, who ate whatever this was? It was like raccoon or something. But I ate it. It was fine. It didn't taste weird. Then it's gross after you know what it is.
Yeah, like
I'm like, as
snake.
long as you didn't shovel it up off the side of the road, I mean.
Where are you getting raccoon otherwise?
I don't know. In your garbage can?
Across the street where there's death and murder.
Oh, with the turkey.
The
He'll
Fight
be
Club.
gone soon. He'll be gone.
Because the raccoons aren't going to eat him. No, raccoons don't eat them. Deer don't eat meat like that.
Well, turkeys eat turkeys.
What about
Turkeys
fox?
are cannibals.
We have a little fox.
Yeah.
Would the... do you think the neighborhood cats are going to eat them?
Sure. If they're out, do you think Houdini?
Houdini. Probably
weenie?
not.
The weenie dog?
No, I don't think so. He'll probably yell at it.
If there's some fox, maybe.
Do you remember that song, What Does the Fox Say?
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah,
So
I
fucking
do.
annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I just want to say one more thing. Are we done?
Yeah, that's all I got.
I just want to say thank you to my husband for taking care of me. He's done a really good job. Actually, more than I'd like. He's done a real...
You give him a lot of shit, so is this being genuine?
Yes. He was a little harder on me than our kids. They just
Why?
kinda
Because he
let me
cares
go.
about you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Well, I
He
mean, your
knows
kids
the
care
rules.
about you too.
Yeah,
but-
they do. But they're like, whatever. She's going to do whatever she wants. Yeah, he's been great. And so I appreciate him. Thank
All right,
you, Kev.
cheers.
Cheers to Kev.
Cheers.
Thanks, Kevy.
Yeah. Cheers.
Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
All right, guys. Be brave.
Oh,
try something new. Try some new butter. But
We're
don't
gonna
try
to
polar
get
bear
out-
liver.
Yeah, don't try. Or huskies.
Or husky. Or bearded seal.
I didn't even know what that was. Does he have a beard? Like an actual goatee?
I do sometimes. I don't know, but ugh. I look like I have a grandma cardigan on, but I really don't.
We're going to try to do some coffee spots too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
hopefully I'll be back at it here.
Yeah, now that you have a hipper. Don't bend.
Thank goodness Holly's here.
Bye.